Yeah, I will talk to you. Yeah, really.
इधर इधर
दो आइटम कर एक एक उसका नहीं है।
छोटा लेट हो जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुनातीरा यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुना जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय ओम विश्वपाद वंश परिव्रजकाचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शील प्रभुपाद की जय। ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य शील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज ऑल श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरंगा, ऑल ग्लोरी टू श्रील प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण। एक और है क्या? ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 9 चैप्टर 11 वर्स नंबर 20। Canto 9, chapter 11, verse number 20. Nedam yasho ragupate surya yachnyatta leela tanor adhika samya vimukta dhamna raksho vadho jaladhi bandhanam astrapugai kim tasya shatru hanane Kapaya Sahaya. Lord Ramachandra's reputation for having killed Ravana with showers of arrows at the request of the demigods and for having built a bridge over the ocean does not constitute the factual glory of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Ramachandra, whose spiritual body is always engaged in various pastimes. Lord Ramachandra has no equal or superior, and therefore he had no need to take help from the monkeys to gain victory over Ravana. Purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. As stated in the Vedas, Shvetashvara Upanishad 6.8, Na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate, na tat samas chabhyadikas cha drishyate, parasya saktir vividhaiva shruyate, swabhavika jnana bala kriya cha. The Supreme Lord has nothing to do, and no one is found to be equal to or greater than Him. इधर इसमें आवाज आ रहा है, फेसबुक में आवाज आ रहा है तो देखो, और फिर वो मेल वाला बंद होना 11:20 9:11:20 11 11:20 11:20 अरे 9:11:20 अभी हो गया शायद. हरे कृष्ण नहीं, और थोड़ा नहीं, उधर से नहीं है वो. हरे कृष्ण ठीक है, अभी ठीक है, अभी ठीक. वो फेसबुक पे देखना, तो आवाज़ आ रही है क्या, वही देखना था. सॉरी, थोड़ा फिर भी है, पर ठीक है. The Supreme Lord has nothing to do, and no one is found to be equal to or greater than Him, for everything is done naturally and systematically by His multifarious energies. The Lord has nothing to do, na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Whatever He does is His pastime. The Lord has no duty to perform to oblige anyone. Nonetheless, He appears to act to protect His devotees or kill His enemies. Of course, no one can be the Lord's enemy, since who could be more powerful than the Lord? There is actually no question of anyone's being His enemy. But when the Lord wants to take pleasure in pastimes, He comes down to this material world and acts like a human being, thus showing His wonderful, glorious activities to please the devotees. His devotees always want to see the Lord victorious in varied activities, and therefore to please Himself and them, the Lord sometimes agrees to act as a human being and perform wonderful, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Desha Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangam vandati girim yat kripatham vande Shri Guru Dinataranam. Vanchakalpatarvesha kripa sindhuvecha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. The Lord has no duty to perform to oblige to anyone. Nonetheless, He appears to act to protect His devotees or kill His enemies. So usually the expectation from God is that He has only one job, that He is my protector. If I am going to ask for help, He needs to give me protection. He needs to, because I have done my part of praying to Him. इधर का वॉल्यूम बंद करता हूँ, मेरा आवाज़ इतना बड़ा है. वो मेन वाला है ना, वो पूरा बंद कर. फर्स्ट वाला राइट हैंड साइड में, राइट राइट में, नहीं नहीं इधर इधर राइट हैंड, नहीं नीचे नीचे एकदम नीचे, बंद करो, नहीं वही वही वो बंद है करो,
ये नहीं शायद क्या बात ये
हाँ वो बंद करो,
बंद है।
ओके हरे कृष्णा, ठीक है ठीक है, नो नो नहीं वॉल्यूम नहीं बंद कर दो, वॉल्यूम नहीं चाहिए, जस्ट सी ऑन फेसबुक की चार्ट, आप बंद करके आवाज़ आ रहा है कैसे, अभी फेसबुक पे देखो आवाज़ आ रही है। सो ओवर हियर इट्स फाइन बिकॉज आई एम लाउड इनफ, सो आई जस्ट वांट टू मेक श्योर दैट इट्स, कैन यू हियर टिल देयर? या so yes, so we'll still continue. Okay, I'll be just loud over here so that we can hear in the temple hall. Yeah, it should be fine, right? Yeah. So the expectation from the Lord is that if we demand protection, if we are praying to the Lord, then it is His duty to serve us. It is His duty to give us protection, and that is actually a fallacy in the understanding of God. The supreme absolute truth, if everything originates in Him, the verse in the Upanishads, yes, Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam. Over there, if we are part and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the requirement is that So the requirement is that we also have the qualities of the Lord. Yes, we have the qualities of the Lord. That means if we are seeking pleasure, yes, then the ocean is also seeking pleasure. But the difference between the Lord and us is that He is supremely so independent that He does not depend on anybody else for His pleasure. Yes. As Atmaram, He's okay. He's okay by Himself because He is pleasure Himself. Yes. There is no need to manifest anything. But, yes, because this is spiritual mathematics, to just interact with the devotees, He will enact the pastimes in such a way which will be pleasing to everyone. So that's why Prabhupada writes over here, the uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. The Lord sometimes agrees to act as a human being and perform wonderful, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Why? Satisfaction of the devotees. Yes. So this is a very important aspect of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that His own existence He is giving in service to His devotees. So in the Mahaprakash Leela of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, I was talking to Raghav Pandit Prabhu one day, and we were discussing about this point, that how it is difficult to actually accept Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as God directly Himself. Krishna, yes, we've heard about Him since childhood. And because we have the background, we have the samskaras. So accepting Krishna is actually very straightforward for us. Yes, He lifted up Govardhan hill, He killed Kalyavan, He showed the Virat Rupa. In Bhagavad Gita, He's showing us the Virat Rupa just to prove that He is Aham Sarvasya Prabhavamata Sarvam Pravartate. He is everything. Aham Bija Pratapita. Yes, so He's showing us. There is no hiding. Yeah. When Shishupal actually insulted Krishna, he cut off his head. As simple as that. Yes. When Jarasandha was there, he was just playing with all of them. He was just happy doing all that. But as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because the Lord comes and behaves like a human being, and we think then, yes, Abhijan, Bhaktya Mahamabhijantit, by only devotional service can we know that His pastimes are actually uncommon. Janma karma cha me divyam. Yes. Evam yo veti tatvata tvakta deham punarjanma neti mameti so Arjuna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming in Kali Yuga and enacting His human pastimes, yes, so-called human pastimes, we start thinking that what is the difference between us and Him? He is just more beautiful than us. He is just more strong than us. Yes? And that's why people like me actually have problems. Because we are too, we start questioning too much. But in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's place, that's why when we were talking with Raghav Pandit Prabhu, he was mentioning that it's actually very difficult to understand his pastimes. Very difficult. Very difficult. And that's why one pastime is Mahaprakash Leela. Usually when you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will be saying that, no, I'm not God. Even if people are going to tell him that, hey, you are God, you are Vishnu, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then he'll be like, no, this is Mayavad, this is an aparad. He would hold his ears and then say that, no, this is all, I've consumed poison, this is Papa. And to chant Vishnu, 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 just to avoid people saying all these things. So now if a person is doing all this, he's saying that, no, I'm not God. He's saying that I don't care about being God. He's doing all of this. Yes? And then on the other hand, at Srivasangam, when Mahaprabhu goes and he becomes ecstatic in Kirtan, he says that he removes all the deities of the altar and he himself goes and sits on the altar. The person who just said that he's not God, he's going and sitting on the altar. And I was so confused. So confused. I'm like, how can you be so hypocrite? Such an hypocrite person. How can he be God? Maybe we have mistaken and we've put Gaur Nita on the altar by mistake. So Mahaprabhu did once, Mahaprakash Leela, and he showed several times also that he's Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you go to Nityanand Prabhu, oh my God, he's very crazy. Avduta, right? He doesn't go with the norms of the material world. What is moralistic, what is justice, he couldn't care less. What is he focusing on? Serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. That's why Nityanand Prabhu's pastimes are much more bewildering than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime. Very much difficult to understand. He will put his foot on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami and say that you are a nobody. He'll chastise him that you are not serving me properly. And then still, he's Balram. Yes, he's Balram. So in the Mahaprakash Leela, Mahaprabhu sits on the throne. He's doing this apparent to you, he is a human. Now he's taking the position of God. And Prabhupada is writing in purports and purports of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagvatam and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Charitamrit. He's writing, these Pakhandi gurus will declare themselves as God. But Mahaprabhu is doing the same thing. He's going on the throne. He's sitting and he's declaring himself to be God. What does he say? Come Srivas, you worship me. Bring all the paraphernalia. We'll have Abhishek. And all of the people of Navadvip are coming and pouring tons and tons of water, tons and tons of milk on the beautiful body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we do something like that today, yes, the first thing is like, oh, find what he has done in the past. Oh, he's a papi, he's a pakandi, oh, he's that Baba, he's a bogus guru. And I think ISKCON devotees would be the first one to stand over. No, he's bogus. Where is the Shastra? Give Shastra. Yes? But Mahaprabhu is sitting over there on the throne. So bewildering, so bewildering. And this was just before 2019, I think, July. And I was thinking about it. How is it possible that Mahaprabhu is doing this feat? So we don't say all these things. Why? The people who lack faith, they cannot say this. Because that would mean that you don't have faith. But people who can say it, that means they have faith. Yes. So what happens is that Maharaj, Radhanath Swami Maharaj, was giving a lecture. And in the same lecture, he's giving that, oh, Mahaprabhu is Gopir Padakamalayora Dasa 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 Anudas. He is a servant of all. He's doing service. And over here Prabhupada is mentioning, the Lord sometimes agrees to act as a human being and perform wonderful, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Satisfaction of the devotee. And so I was thinking, Mahaprakash Leela, oh, Maharaj is explaining this, but this is so bewildering, I am not able to understand this. And at that moment, something hit me. Why would God, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the servant of all, accept a position of God? It is just for one thing. Yes. Because all the devotees of Navadvip wanted to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their own beloved Lord Shyama Sundar. Yes. Murari Gupta wanted to see him as his Lord Ramachandra. Yes. Vasudev Dutt, as Shyama Sundar. Kolavecha Sridhar, a beautiful Krishna Balram deities. They had this longing desire to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their personal deities, which they were eternally serving in the spiritual world. And so, just to serve them, he couldn't care less what the world thought about him. Just to serve his devotees, he took up the role. Yes, he sat on the throne. And he's like, yes, you want to fulfill all your desires, please come, fulfill your desires. I'm here, I'm accepting. You want me to accept the worship, I'm here to accept your worship. Srila Prabhupada in the 4th canto, I think, he says that the Archa Vigraha is actually merciful incarnation of the Lord. We see not necessarily the deities as God. Yes. When Pran Pratishtha will happen, then there will be the Chitta. Otherwise the Chitta is not there. The Lord is not there. But the problem is that he is an incarnation. Yes. He is God himself. He is incarnated. We don't see his mercy. We don't see him as mercy personified. That is, he's coming in the form of the Lord, in the form of a statue. Statue, I mean to say, made up of marble, wood, clay. But it is his mercy. Usually what we think that, okay, you have this murti, and now because we say he's God, he's God. No, it's the other way around. He is come as the Archa Vigraha. Radha Madhav Hari are appearing as the Archa Vigraha, so beautifully decorated. Why? Because for the satisfaction of the devotees. Uncommon pastimes of the Lord. This is an uncommon pastime, the Archa Vigrahas. Today, Srimad, I was watching, before the altar closed, Srimati Radharani, Jai. Srimati Radharani, her what do you call that? Pallu, yes? What do you call it? Chunri, yes, sorry, thank you. It's looking so beautiful, the way it has been moved and put over here. It's like every single time these festivals come up, it is something different. The same deities are there, the same dress is there, right? We are not putting a different dress. This dress has been put for a many long time. It's not the way we dress them, it's the devotion also that shows out. It has happened so many times to prove that actually even the most simple dress can sometimes show the most beautiful, exquisite beauty of the Lord. For Radhashtami also, when the Lord was dressed so beautifully, yes, maybe the garland was huge, maybe we could have made a better garland. But when actually the darshan was given by the Lord at 7:30 or 7:15, whenever that was, for some reason, when Krishna wore his sash on his, hips, waist, very beautiful, so attractive. I was like, we've never seen him in this way. I was telling when we were discussing how the darshan will be, I was telling one of the devotees we were discussing, I'm worried. Why was I worried? I didn't tell this to anyone. Maybe I did say it in the class, but For Janmashtami, the dress was very exquisite, very beautiful. And I was like, okay, there's that competition, right? I'm like, okay, they are looking very nice. Now I have a problem. It's not that they are looking nice, but I'm like, what do we have for Radhashtami? Because the dresses don't come from, by, Mukutwala or somebody from Vrindavan who have those embroidery and everything. And I was so worried, what will happen? But as the darshan was being done, and as it was shown to all over the world, for all of us, yes, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Yes, there was this beautiful leaves on the Lord, Vanamali, Shama Sundar Vanamali, very beautiful. And I was really shocked when Srimati Radharani also showed up with the chunari, because we were discussing that, how will the chunari look also, because the color was very different than the dress. And then Lakshmi Mataji was also saying that, hey, okay, we'll do something, So then she told that, you put the, on the border you put the flowers. And when it was done, it was, it was looking very nice. And they put it on the Lord. Yes, the decoration was nice, obviously. I wouldn't want to disregard people. It was beautiful, but the Lordships they were looking very beautiful without, even if it was not there, it would have been beautiful. So very nice. But this is a merciful incarnation of the Lord. It's not that because we decorated it's looking nice. Yes, that is there definitely. Because the instrument, the devotee becomes the instrument, and that Lord shows his devotion. But the thing is that for us to see the beauty of the Lord has to incarnate and has to perform this wonderful pastime of giving us the darshan on these big festivals. So when we see through those eyes that they are going to come and they are going to give us a beautiful darshan. Why? To make us happy, to make us, delighted. Usually we say, it is true that we should not do sense gratification when we are looking at the deities. We should be looking at them because they are looking at us. They find pleasure in that. Yes, we want to give them pleasure. But at the same time, over here Prabhupada is mentioning, to please himself and them, the Lord sometimes agrees to do all these things. And that's why we pray to the Lord that please, keep us captivated by your devotion, by your merciful glances, by your beautiful dressing, very beautiful. And that's why it's a thank you to all the pujaris and Mataji herself who make efforts to actually dress them so beautifully so that we all can be captivated. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.